get some music going on, and then we'll get started on some Sparkle. Cool, cool. All right, hopefully the audio is better than yesterday. It was, I think it was coming in kind of pixelated. And then I went through advanced settings and found out that there's a high resolution audio setting. So hopefully we're in better shape today. So yesterday where we left off, we were working on the conversation drivers. I guess I got to stop calling them conversation drivers, like the memory drivers for these agents, to be able to handle like the whole storing of the whole conversation in like a chat context, or some storage between multiple agents. But I figured we'd take a little departure from today and do for today, and do something a little different. I kind of want to work on a tool, and do just I don't know, something a little different, something fresh. I've still got to kind of figure out what I want to do with this memory API, because I feel like it's going to cause a little bit of churn based on the API that I have published in GitHub, like the basic documentation that I have there. So yeah, let's dive in and work on a tool. So if we look at this is let's look at, all right, so my app service provider for this like Laravel app that I use for like serving up like my set of tools that I use on like a day-to-day basis. And right now it's pretty bland. It's just kind of like my base Nova agent. And we talk with Nova. We talk with her through OpenWebUI, which is like my favorite interface for talking to LLMs and working with them. The cool thing is if you take a look, this is formerly the Ollama UI. So it's really cool if you come through on the admin settings, we look at connections. You'll see that I've got a couple configured. This one is the like Laravel application that we were just taking a look at. It's kind of like both of these are served up through Docker. And then we have like another one spun up. This is so I can like contact Sparkle through Testbench Workbench inside of the package. And then this is how I can contact Ollama on my local machine. So when I spin up Ollama for like local tasks, I use the same interface for everything. So we can go back. I was just kind of showing that off. And if we look at the Docker Compose file, right, we've got the OpenWebUI, we've got our Laravel application. By far, my favorite, highly recommended base images for anything to serving PHP, server side up. And that's how we, serve up that connection, serve up those apps. I mean, so let's get out of here and let's make sure. All right, awesome. Just move some stuff around on my machine here. All right, so I want to build a search tool so that my agent has the ability to do searching. So we'll see how far we get. I've got about an hour today, maybe a little less. I've got probably about like half an hour, 45 minutes. So we'll see what we get, and then we'll probably pick this back up tomorrow. So let's see what we'll need to do based on our changes yesterday. If we look at... Oh, so where we left off yesterday is this test was not working. Here, we can quit this window. So this test was not passing, and the reason why is I was definitely getting fried towards the end of stream, and I just wasn't counting the messages correctly. So what we did yesterday is we built this array buffer memory driver where we can pass in, like right here, we can pass in the total number of messages, and it will always keep the first 2 messages in the array buffer. So we always want to keep the system message, which is our that's where our base prompt will be for the personality and everything behind that powers our agent. And then we want to keep the user's first message because typically that'll contain all of the context for the rest of the conversation. And then we just start trimming off the older messages as newer messages come in. So taking a look at this test, we add we have a 4 message max. We set the max messages to 4, and then we have 4 messages in here already, and then we add another message, and we just want to make sure that after adding that additional message, it's still 4 messages. We want to make sure that the first 2 are the same, and we want to make sure that it trims off this one. I had a 5th message in here, and I couldn't figure out why it wasn't giving me what I was expecting, and that's because I can't count apparently. So now this is all passing. Let's check the whole test suite, make sure we're good. We can pop a terminal open and make sure we don't have any stand errors. Awesome. So if we look at the agent class, we're setting a new array buffer memory in the constructor so that we always are using an array buffer. And I believe this is defaulting to 20 messages our max history, which is probably fine as a default. So we're just going to leave that all be. So if we go over to our Laravel app and we just update Sparkle from our local, everything should continue working. And we'll just go over to Open Web UI. We'll just refresh this. Oh, I was messing around with Olama yesterday. Let's just replay this and make sure that we get a hold of our agent and everything works. Great. I'll shill for Alani all day long. This is amazing stuff. All right. So we made sure our app is still working and that we're getting hold of the Nova agent. I'll get my hotkeys for switching between desktops dialed in later, so we don't have to deal with that annoying visual. All right, so we want to make a new tool. Let's got an agents directory inside of our app directory. Inside the Laravel app, we'll just create a tools directory, and we're going to create I've been sitting on this for a while and really wanting to do it, and I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he's got another Laravel LLM package called Laralama, and he's got a whole bunch of cool tools that are part of that library. And so he just kind of really got me jazzed up about wanting to create some tools that are going to be a little bit more useful for my day-to-day stuff, and kind of bridge the gap on some of the complexities of this tool. So, all right. And call this search tool. Oh, we'll create a snippet for this real quick. And let's just make sure that makes sense. Awesome. So this I don't know what we want to take in yet, and I also don't know what we want to return, so this snippet was a little useless, but let's jump right in. So I want to use me bring over a browser. Right, so we got a browser now. Gosh, that's so annoying. All right, so we want to use the SERP API to do search, and they do have a PHP client. We're going to go ahead and just use this to kind of get the ball rolling. So let's see, full documentation here. That's not what I wanted. All right. What is this on about? Oh no. Oh, this is just a depreciation warning. All right, the life is fine. You know what? Let's just set this, because this is gonna get really annoying. I don't want to move the window. I have another alias set up. All right. We're just gonna pull those. Raycast. Oh, not alias. Nope. Okay. All right, so we've got Google search, our secret key, and we'll grab this. Oh, I don't want to move. I just want to go to the next one. All right. I guess that was all for naught, but we'll deal with that later. Can't find Google search. Did this bail out? All right. Um, Man, maybe we won't use this. Maybe we'll just build it then. Ooh, we can export the code. Well, I don't know. This is pretty silly. Can we get this in just curl? Ooh, here we can do something fun. Oh, this is so annoying. I gotta figure this out. Ha! There we go. That's what I was looking for. It's in front of my face all along. Control, arrow key. That's all we need. All right. We're gonna use Nova on GPT-4o, and we're gonna say, for this curl request to see, love it. I don't know what's going on with this, but I'm gonna go just put this environment variable in, so we're gonna ooh, I wonder if I have ha. I'm still gonna edit this env file off screen. I cannot type today. Tell you what. All right. Let's see. We called it the SERP API key. All right, there we go. Cool. All right, we can, I think, so what I think we'll want to add in here is an argument for Google location. Let's just trim off the location for now. Let's see, language, English, that's fine. This playground's pretty nice. Having everything here is pretty sweet. All right, so this is what we can expect to get back. Don't want recipe results. Don't think we need header images. Don't want recipes results. Oh my gosh, this is in the way. Really annoying. There we go. All right, so paginated, we have related searches, questions, knowledge graph. What's an organic results? Oh, are you serious? Oh, that's cool. Organic results, I think, is what we're looking for. Yes. All right. All right, let's try this out. You know what? Let's actually what was it? I was hoping to be able to use that to just like help speed things up, but it's not the case. Let's grab the what should we search for? Okay, let's just pull this out and we'll take a look. That's probably why. But here we go. Awesome. So we should have organic results somewhere in here. But now let's try this. Sweet. All right, so we're already getting our like basic results back. And oh, this is dope. All right, so let's say here we want the tool. Let's go take a look at, you know what, let's try doing it this way. Let's look at our tools docs. Parameter query, we're going to return a string. Cool. We're just going to return some JSON. Gotta keep an eye on the time. I gotta get the kiddo from school soon. It's his 11th birthday today, so that's dope. Yo, thanks for the thumbs up there, man. This is a ton of fun, and Darius, thanks for the shout out. I'm a huge fan of Instructor and the work that you're doing. Massive fan. Actually, I've been thinking about trying to add into Sparkle. So right now there's like the run and stream methods off of the agent, but I'm also thinking about adding in a like to structured output and then using Instructor for that. So that'd be pretty dope. All right, so we have our results. We're gonna turn it into a collection because what I want to do. I want to grab the results and I want to like map over them, and we'll just do. Oh my gosh, I cannot type for the life of me. And we're gonna have a result. And what were we gonna do? Let's take a look at what we had here. I think we want to just grab the title and the link. I think the title and the link. Yeah, let's just do that for now. Oh my gosh. All right, I think this will get us like the basics where we can get the title and the link and then feed that back to the LLM. And I think we actually probably want title, the link. You want the snippet? I don't know. We're short on time, so I think we'll just take the snippet. We'll just take like the title and the link, and we'll just get like the basic tool configured. So if we go back to our app service provider, let's do. We can go back to. Here, we'll just do it this way. Did I not? I could have swore I had. All right, I guess I didn't set it up like that, so we'll just do it this way. This should work. All right. Yeah, let's see. Okay. You know. All right. All right, so we're not getting much. Let's so we're getting no results. So let's just go ahead and see what we're getting here. I'll show you another tool. I wonder where this browser is going to go to. So if we go back over here, let's and then let's just re-trigger this message. Should get an error. But over here, we see that the results are coming back with nothing. So what this is PHP Bugregator, and it has all sorts of awesome utilities. Big fan. You can like do Ray, it'll pick up logs, it'll pick up all your like dump dies and everything and put them there. So we're not getting any results. And I wonder if it's because I am messing up the map there, which is totally possible. refresh the message. Let's go back here and watch this. We see from the log that we're getting like our observation events. So we see that server messages received. Like the Sparkle server received a message. It should be telling us that a tool was used, but we are dump dying here. So oh, you know what? I wonder if that should work. Let's just recreate things and see if there was like a weird environment variable issue. We're still getting no results, which is kind of frustrating. Let's just see what we get here. And that's like a little, like the with secrets is a custom tool that I built for myself that loads secrets to environment variables using Charm CLI's skate library, which is awesome library for like abstracting your secrets and like being able to keep them secret through your like your dot files or different other environments. And so let's go back and see if we Hey, now we got results. So I needed to not only add them to the env file. Oh, I know why. Because in the env file, I referenced the environment variable. And since I'm not passing that through the container, it wasn't being recognized. So just, these are some of the things that can bite you doing Docker for local development is you just got to make sure that like you remember that there's like a VM layer in the middle, such as life. All right, so we can close that. This actually works. Let's go back to our search tool. We can drop that. I bet all of this works now. See, now we have the actual message that like, hey, the search tool was called. Sparkle message was received. Here we go. Let's see where this takes us. And that does, in fact, take us to the Laravel documentation. So that's pretty fly. So we've got like the first part of this now working where, let's see if we can, I wonder if I just change the settings on this real quick. So I'm using an app called Unite to load this page in here, and if we turn off link forwarding, this should open it right here. And so yeah, this does take us like straight over to the Laravel 11 docs for collections. So that's pretty great. Let's see if it will use the search tool if I just ask it. I don't think this used the search tool. Oh, it did use the search tool. I don't know why it's not giving me the results though. That's a little concerning. Like the observation for tools should be giving me the tool results also, but let's just add them in here. And then I'm gonna have to go get the little homie from school. Yeah, that was not the right message. All right, so we asked the right question. We get... Oh man, this is a little bit better than I expected, just yeeting some results at it, right? So the tool was called search. If we take a look at the tool results, we've got Laravel documentation, official ones, blog posts. So like we both have the collection methods and we have the eloquent collection methods, which vary a little bit depending on which one you're referencing. So this was able to actually give me some relevant results, give me a little context around those results, which is great. One of the next steps that I want to add in here is actually have it to go through and crawl those results to be able to answer more in-depth questions. So if I ask it, what are the available collection methods for Laravel, for it to actually take these results, go into the Laravel documentation, and then be able to pull that into context and give like a more in-depth result on the search results. But this is like pretty promising for just like basic search stuff. Honestly, for a lot of search, I use Perplexity, which I think is amazing, but there's something to be said about just like having my own tool set for doing this. What I want to go take a look at though is I want to look at the tool class. Where are we calling? Tool called. See, we're supposed to get the result and put it here too. So I'm a little concerned why we're not getting the result. I think maybe it's looking for it to be an array. No, it should be anything. So it should also be giving us the arguments, and it's not giving us the arguments either. So I'm gonna have to look into this observe call and figure out why it's not acting. I wonder if it's because we're using the log driver. I wonder. I wonder if we change this driver out, the observer driver. Let's clear this out real quick. And let's just replay this message. Okay, so that was just a limitation of the log driver, and that's gonna have to be something that I look into. But we are getting like the serialized array, so we're getting like more info, like we're getting the information that I think we wanted to get, um, using the ray driver for this. These because it just like it allows context to go different. So I'm gonna have to look at the like we're getting the additional context that like I originally thought we should have with the observer. So we see that there's like not just the line item for the Sparkle server message received, we're actually getting that like it was streaming, how many messages were part of that, the model that we're using, which is like what maps to our agent. And then when we call the search tool, we're actually getting the like observability that I'm expecting to have in there. So that's something I'm going to have to go look at. But I'm pretty stoked with where we got today in the search tool, like actually being able to give us like relevant results. I'm gonna go back to the search tool and clear out this array call. But I'm pretty stoked about this. Like again, we regenerated it and got a little bit different message, which is fine. But we get these links and we get the additional content around them. So I'm pretty happy with like how far we got today, given we had like a limited time set. But we're gonna pick this back up probably tomorrow. If y'all didn't know, I got laid off last Thursday, so I have a bunch of time on my hands to keep working on this. So yeah, we'll just keep jamming, having fun. But thanks for all of you watching. If you want to kick anything in, my username is 6live over on GitHub, and would much appreciate like if y'all are up for it. I'll throw this up. You can sponsor me on GitHub, and that will definitely like fund and fuel more live streams, more work on Sparkle, and we'll get this jamming. I kind of made a decision on kind of like the how I want to release this. The next thing that needs to get done is I need to implement function calling with Anthropic, because that is another piece that may cause API churn. So I want to get that nailed in so that I can really like solidify the programmatic API for all of Sparkle. And part of that is also kind of nailing in this memory class driver situation that we were kind of working through Stream yesterday. I talked a little bit about it with that array buffer driver. But I got to kind of figure out that, because that's going to kind of churn the API a little bit. Already has caused some churn, but it could cause more. So I want to nail that stuff in, and then we'll get an initial release posted on GitHub for all of you to start using. So thanks for coming along for the ride, and we'll catch you tomorrow.